everybody! It's Facebook Live time! Yay! I hope that you are excited for today because we have lots to talk about. There are so many fantastic things that we just have to go over, and last week was a really busy, crazy, incredible week. So I hope that you are excited to join in. So if you are watching, say hi. I would love to say hi to you. I woke up this morning to, I think, 9 inches of snow. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Emily. It's nice to have you guys here. Shelly, how was bowling, Shelly? Oh my gosh, I was thinking about you on Saturday. Alexandra, snow day today. You have a snow day? Oh my gosh. Susan, you were not the first person online. That's like some sort of weird thing. Hi, Lynette. I met Lynette this weekend. That was so awesome. Did you get snow, Lynette? Hey, Julie, it's spring break here too. Bowling was fun, did okay, not great score, but fun. Well, as long as you had fun, who cares, right? So I had a really, really busy week last week. Hey, Bonnie. It was so much fun though, honestly. Like, I think I was really stressed about last week, but I assembled my dream team of people to help me get ready, and it was so awesome to have so much help. So I have to give a shout out to several people. For number one, always, is Emily, and she did like above and beyond last week for me, so that was so awesome. And then I have to give out a shout out to the amazing Diane, because Diane has offered to start cleaning my house. I am so excited about that. I can literally hardly stand it. I've been looking for a cleaning lady for a while, trying to figure out what to do, and someone who won't judge. And I mean, I will tell you, I stamp, I don't clean, and I stamp a lot, like 60 to 80 hours a week. So there's really not a lot of time for cleaning. And even though I have 2 little minions here at the house, they don't do that much, to be completely honest. I mean, they pitch in where they can, but they're pretty busy too. And let's just say a 10-year-old doesn't clean the bathroom the way you want. And he's a boy, so that's like 2 strikes against him. It's probably my fault, but what do you do? So anyway, that just took like a ginormous weight off of my shoulders that she's gonna clean. So this weekend I had to clean up my bedroom and my bathroom so that when she came over, it wouldn't be like bad. I think cleaning is absolutely overrated, Deb. Absolutely. So at any rate, I really, really am excited about that. So a huge thank you to Diane. And she also stamps. So she helped me with some stamping stuff this week as well. And then who else? Shelly came for a little bit and she helped me, and it was really fun to chat with her. Shelly is in my downline, and she's the one who's bowling. And then who else came? Julie came. Julie is a customer, and she was really sweet to help as well. So I had a lot of help this week, which helped me get almost completely caught up. And I have just a few more things on my list today. In fact, one of the things is I'm getting my Oh So Succulent class out. I stamped the projects yesterday, and I kind of just set it on the back burner, which I know is not good, but it's kind of what you have to do. I spent obviously a lot of time getting ready for my all-day event Saturday, which was awesome. Hey, Riva and April from Nova Scotia. Port de la Tour. That sounds so fancy. It sounds like it's on the water. That sounds nice. Christine from Minnesota. Yeah. Okay, so it was a really good week. And I had my all-day event Saturday and my club during the week, so that was a lot. I don't know who scheduled that. was just crazy, but it was a really successful, both events were really successful, so I was very happy. And they all went out, they went off without a hitch, so that was awesome. I will also be posting some new online classes. I could not post any new online classes until I was finished with the last round of online classes. So I'm getting myself ready, and I'm very excited. I'm going to share just a little sneak peek from my all-day thing on Saturday. Today is the last day to register for that, so if you have not registered, please make sure you do, because Emily and I are putting the kits together so we can mail them out, and then I'll be shooting the videos for them. I'm very excited about them. I think everybody loved the projects, and I was so excited because Emily came. She wanted to come. I invited her to come, and she was so sweet. She came and helped me with my flurry of activity before it started. She came an hour early, but then after that, she was cut off, and she was a participant, which was so sweet. And it was just great to have her here playing instead of working. So I think she liked it, didn't you?
It was very fun.
She said it was very fun, in case you couldn't hear that. So at any rate, I'm very excited about that. So yesterday I wanted to relax, so I got up. Well, after we got going for the day, I cleaned my bedroom, so I'd be ready for my cleaning lady to come inspect what she's up against. And then my husband said, "Do you want to just stamp for fun?" And I was like, "Really? You just want me to stamp?" I thought that was funny, because usually he's like, "Oh my gosh, are you almost done?" But I thought that was sweet. So I did stamp for fun yesterday, and of course I did a twofer. I stamped for fun, but they were projects for my Oh So Succulent class, and I love them. Oh my gosh, I just love them. I came up with some great stuff. And White Collar was on, the show White Collar. So all of my cards are associated with a White Collar episode. I don't know if you guys ever do that, but when I'm stamping, I watch TV usually, or I listen to music, and so I always associate those songs or TV or movie episodes with my cards. I think that's kind of funny. So anyway, like I said, I'm just about caught up. I have a few more things to finish up this week. If you're in my online club, your tutorials will be coming out maybe even today if I can get it done. Now, did I say today is the last day to order your kits for my all-day event? I'm going to show a preview, and I think you're going to like it. What was your favorite project, Emily?
Oh, I don't know. I really liked them all.
She liked them all.
The tin was fun.
Okay, so she said the tin is fun. That's the one I'm going to show you. She didn't know that. Well, actually, she did know that, but she didn't know I was going to ask her what her favorite one was. Okay, so I'll show you a little preview when we switch around to stamping. And then did any of you guys watch our Facebook Live? So I always say what happens in the Creativity Cave stays in the Creativity Cave, except for the stuff I put on Facebook Live. So we did a little game. It's a game that my friend Pam Banser played. We went to her, she had a, what do you call it? New Year's party, and we played all these games, and so this game was one that we played, and it was so much fun. And the winners were Myrna and Darcy, and they were awesome. They totally did way better than everybody else, so it was really fun. I was prepared for like playoffs and everything, but we didn't have to do that. So anyway, that was the candy cane game, and oh my gosh, it was hysterical. In fact, I kept finding candy canes with teeth marks in them. So that was kind of hysterical. But it was the most fun I think we've ever had at an all-day event. It really was pretty goofy. I mean, we were just silly. So anyway, okay, enough about that. Let's see what else is on my list. Oh, so last week was a momentous week in the Creativity Caves being. We hit 50 demonstrators on my team, which I'm so excited about. So just a few months ago, we were at about 24, 25, and now we're at 50. We're actually, today I checked, we're at 51. Hey, Myrna. She was the champion. So it was so exciting to hit 50. I guess that's, I don't know. I mean, I know there are lots of demonstrators way bigger than me, but lots of demonstrators who are not as big as me. So I feel pretty proud of that. So I'm pretty excited. I've put a lot of hard work into it. I love our team. We have such wonderful people. And there is room for more. If you would like to join with us, we would love to have you. We're very low key. I have training for people who want it, but if you don't want it, I stay out of your hair. We have lots of fun stuff that we post regularly. We have a pretty good time, so I love it. And I would just love to have you be a part of our little group. We're pretty awesome, actually. Can I just say, we're pretty awesome. So there's so many benefits to being a demonstrator. And of course, when you're a demonstrator with the Creativity Cave, there's lots of fabulous perks. So there's more information on my blog. And of course, if you have any questions, you are always welcome to ask me. I'm happy to answer them. So now I always have to tell like a funny story or something. And I was thinking about what I would talk about today. And I had got online and I stumbled upon April the giraffe. Oh my gosh. Have you guys watched this? It's insane. April the giraffe. Okay, so I actually watched it like the first night or so when they first posted her baby watch. It was when I was really sick, so obviously I had time to be looking at stuff like that. I was in bed, and I just remember watching it, and I remember thinking, oh gosh, I hope they'll post it again in the morning if I miss the birth. That was like 3 weeks ago. So if you guys haven't watched this, you have to do it just for the entertainment value, because I have it going on my iPad right here. Okay, there she is. Hello, April, you poor thing. And if you have not watched this, you have to do it just for the comments. I mean, if that giraffe ever gives birth, it might kind of be a modern miracle, but oh my gosh. So let me read some of the comments that are going. That's the most swollen I've ever seen her egg dropper, aka hoo-ha. The boy is too aggressive. Like, these are just people saying, like I've been saying, I think they should name the baby Patience. Also, best grammar ever. When she have the baby? Then people say we're there. Her stomach looks more stretched out today. As usual, babies wait for the hardest time to make their appearance. And then people like have entire conversations with one another. Good Monday, pretty mama. You are looking good. Checking in. Any update? Like, dude, she's there. There's no baby. In the wild, they lay down for a few minutes at a time. I love it. People know. And then Oliver is the dad. Like, did you guys know this? I didn't actually completely know this, but activists are so angry this site is still up and so many are watching. That's why they have angry faces, because everybody is all up in arms that people are putting angry faces, instead of happy faces. Like, seriously. You all need to stop trying to be an expert. None of you have a degree in veterinary. Oh, her skinny little legs have got to be tired. She's probably got another 2 months to go. They just want us watching online. Well, so then when I was watching on Saturday, I mean, there was like people talking about all kinds of things, like fibromyalgia was on there. Angry faces mean push people. Do not get, okay. They go too fast. But it's really funny because the emojis go across, and here, can you see? There's happy faces. There's lots of love right there, but then angry faces go across, and everybody gets mad when there's some. Everybody gets mad when the angry faces go. It's really funny. I don't know what is up with these people. But seriously, you just have to watch and read the comments. Like, people will yell at each other. They'll call each other out. Terrible grammar. I mean, it's really sad. But it is so funny to watch. And oh my gosh, I don't know. It's like everybody is freaking out over April. Like this poor giraffe. If she only knew that the entire internet world was like a flutter over her pregnancy, she's probably like, back off. All right, so don't you guys think, oh, we need to send April cards when she has the baby. That would be pretty funny, Shelly. Any giraffe cards out there? Do we have any giraffe set? We don't have any giraffe sets right now. We used to. Oh my gosh, that is hysterical. See, there's an angry face on me. Does that mean you're tired of listening to me talk about April? All right, guys. So I think it's time to start stamping. I hope you're enjoying this. So I have covered all of my things on my list here, so that's good. April the giraffe. So, all right. If you missed the April the giraffe, you can replay this video. It will be back anytime. So, first of all, let's flip around and start talking about stamping because that's the best. Okay. All right. Let me get all organized here. Ooh. This is one of our projects from my all-day event. This is a card tin, and inside of it are 5 fabulously amazing, awesome, wonderful cards, which I won't show you because they have to be a surprise. But they are super awesome projects that coordinate, of course, because everything has to coordinate. And they are one of the projects for my all-day event, and this is super duper fun. I do think this was probably one of the most favorited projects. Lynette, if you're still on here, what was your favorite project? And Myrna, what was your favorite project? They were here, so we'll ask them. Anyway, so this was one of our projects. I just loved how it turned out. It was so cute. And so there's 5 coordinating cards that go on the inside, and I just love this project. So of course this will come in your kit if you order the all-day kit. Remember, today is the last day to pre-order your kit so that it will ship out right away. And I really liked how this turned out. It's one of those things where you're in your stamp room and you're like doing your happy dance and you're all excited because you did that. Like, I made that card. Yay! All right, so I wanted to share that with you. So that is one of the many projects we did. Also, I wanted to share, I got a couple cards in the mail recently. Well, some of these aren't quite so recent, but so this one was from Susan. This was a Get Well card. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that cute? I just loved that. This is from the Blooms and Wishes, right? I should know the set. It's like one of my favorites. Blooms and Wishes, yeah. Isn't this so cute? Oh my gosh. Loved it. Ooh, Lynette loved the notebook too. Thank you so much, Lynette. I was pretty proud of myself. I put together some good cards. So this was a really sweet card from Susan when I was sick. And then I got another card this one's from Linda. Note the coordinating envelope. This was super sweet too. That was from Linda. Oh yeah, she stamped on the inside. It's so nice, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, listen to that, Brenda. Hello, Cavers. That's so sweet. And nobody's ever referred to us collectively in a group as such. I love it. Then here is another card. This is from one of my downline. This is from Sherry. I have to say, this is like so happy. Loved this card. Bright and happy. For spring, of course. I don't know about you guys, but I woke up to 9 inches of snow. That was kind of a big fat bummer. And I was not very happy about that, but I also am secretly kind of super happy about it because we didn't like get a big snowstorm at all this winter, and we have it now. It is spring break, which I would prefer it to be a little bit more like 50 to 70 degrees here, but let's be honest, we've had some pretty nice weather, so I can't complain too much. Anyway, and then this card is from Sarah, and doesn't she have a nice writing? Wow. She refers to me as a breath of fresh air. So nice. I loved this card too, and it's so stinking simple. Just really easy, simple, but gorgeous. Loved it. All of these cards I just loved. Oh, look at her coordinating envelope too. Isn't that impressive? I was just so excited to receive these. You know, I send out a lot of mail. In fact, did you guys see I posted a picture? That was only part of what I sent out on Friday. I send a lot of mail out, and I just am kind of always a little surprised and tickled when people send mail to me. So I really appreciate that. So I just wanted to share those things. Now, I have some really cool projects to share with you today. The first thing I want to do, though, is a little stamp riffing, because I think that's some of your favorites. In fact, I get a lot of comments on that. So I appreciate that you enjoy that portion of the programming. I'm just grabbing some scrap paper here. Okay, so one of the things that I used to do, or that not that I used to do, but what I have done is I did this cool technique, and I have a YouTube video. In fact, it was one of my way old ones. It's from about a year ago, actually over a year ago, and I can't remember what I called it, but anyway, I'm using a frame. Now this frame is actually on the clearance rack. Hello. And in fact, hold on one second. I'm going to write this down for you, because of course you should order it right now unless you already have it. PGP. I'm writing the hostess code. Okay. Order with, oops, oh my gosh, look at that. Bad grammar, I have bad spelling. With this code for a free gift. You have until March. Oh, hey, Emily.
Yes.
What number is the day Friday? What day is Friday, the number? Okay, so today's the 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, right? 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, Friday the 17th. That's when you have until Friday the 17th. And I'll send you a special gift just from me. Okay, now, oh, you like my writing, like the extra letters and everything? Okay, I have to tell you, one of my goals in life is to learn how to do brush lettering. Like, have you noticed on some of my Facebook picture, like graphics, I've been using brush lettering, and I really want to do that. But I have not had time. Can you believe that? I've not had time to figure out brush lettering. So anyway, back to my stamp riffing. I just want to make sure the size is right. So this is the Seasonal Frame Thinlits. Okay, it's actually a Christmassy type set. It was from a year ago's holiday catalog, but it's on the clearance rack for like $13. And there's really cute stuff. There's a circle in there. There is this frame in there, and then there's some cute words like snow, spooky. I can't remember that. Oh, grateful, and something else. I've done a ton of stuff with this, but it's still on the clearance rack, and I just cannot tell you enough how awesome this is. So let me show you what I'm going to do with it, because I'm like all excited, because I've been playing around with my succulent garden stamp set, so we're going to mess around with that, okay? And oh my gosh, Riva, Christina Werner has the most amazing writing ever. She's amazing in many, many areas. Did you guys know she actually used to work for Stampin' Up? Her writing is actually on some of our old stamp sets. This has got to be 5-6 years ago or so, but yeah, she used to work at Stampin' Up. Okay, so I aspire to write like her one day. Oh my gosh, totally. So I want to share with you the Oh So Succulent stamp set and coordinating framelits, of course. Here it is. Oh, shameless plug. Just like my all-day event, I have a kit for this, an online class for this. I love this stamp set, and it is so trendy right now. Like, succulents are everywhere. My daughter has them in her room. In fact, I almost bought some to have sitting out on my all-day event, but then I thought, well, that would be dumb because, like, you know how it is when you stamp, you just have stuff everywhere. In fact, I have to laugh. It was really funny. The people who had never been to my house before Saturday, they wanted to see my office, and they said, oh, it just seems so much bigger. Because I showed them the tiny little corner where it's over this direction where you see my face at the beginning. And I said, it's always that corner because it's always clean. It's the only spot in my office that's always clean. Anyway, they said it was smaller than they thought it was going to be, which I thought was kind of funny. Okay, so back to our project here, the Oso succulents. So now I feel like the color palette for this is pretty soft and pretty, and I'm sort of going with colors that are in the printed paper a little bit, although I added my own to a certain degree. But just nice soft colors. And I even used mint macaron, which is not one of my favorite colors in any way, shape, or form, but it is so the color of succulents. And they are, like I said, succulents are absolutely everywhere. So you just have to check them out. And Catherine, is this class posted? No, it actually is not, but it will be in the next day or two, because I finally have gotten, that was like one of the last things that I needed to catch up from when I was sick. So it is coming. You guys, I have cranked out a lot in the last 2 weeks since I've been better. I've had 5 classes in like 2 weeks. That's kind of crazy. And I'm doing it all with working a little bit less than I did before I was sick. So I'm kind of proud of myself. Okay, so let's stamp with this. Now, I keep setting my frame on here. It's just to get an idea, and you'll see where I'm going with this, but I think you're going to like the whole thing. So one of the things I love about this is there's a solid and a detail for a whole bunch of these images, and those two, and those, and they're super fun. And I really like the look of stamping off the first solid one. So that's stamping off and then stamping the full strength one over the top afterwards. So you get, look at that beautiful shade. So this is Sweet Sugar Plum. And I'm not a pink girl, but holy buckets, I totally like this color. It's just pretty. And then when you stick your butt out and really get down in there, you stamp perfectly. Did you, like, can you see that? That is like the very definition of perfection. Oh my gosh. So anyway, sorry, I don't mean to be like all full of myself, but I'm kind of proud of how that turned out. It doesn't always happen that your cards come out exactly how you wanted. Oh, so I really like this set of cards or stamps. Can you tell? So I'm just going to stamp that one off. And then I always like to place my stamps next to one another. Oh, it's perfect again. It's a miracle. Here, I'll show you. This is a stamp and scrub underneath, but I have them all paired up so I can easily find the coordinating stamps. Of course, knowing me, I'd still mess that up, but it's okay. All right, so then I'm going to do the smaller one here. Let's see. Ooh, I just stuck my finger in the ink. Oh my gosh, you should have seen my hands yesterday. They were really messy, but luckily after 2 hair scrubbings, my fingers are clean. Hi, I would like to see you using the basket of Easter, please. Oh my gosh, well, thank you, Gina, for asking, because that's my next online class. I do have a card on my blog, or an Easter treat on my blog using that set, so you can check that out. Sorry, I was just checking something. There we go. So, oh, but you know what? I have to tell you something I discovered when I was stamping yesterday. and I'm not doing it today because I kind of forgot about it, but it's kind of a really good tip. If you take and stamp the solid image second, so do the outline image first, which is not normally something I do. Okay, so I stamp that first, then you're going to stamp the solid second. It's a little easier to see through. Can you guys see that through the camera even? How you can line it up a little easier looking right through the image. Look at how perfect that is. Gosh, I'm good. Sorry, I don't mean to be completely full of myself, but maybe a little, because I'm stamping really well. Some days that just does not happen, especially on camera. It's hard to stamp on camera. Okay, now this is one of the more, I like to call it succulent-ish images. I can't talk though. I might be stamping well, but I'm not talking well. Okay, so I stamp that on. And see how much easier it is to line that up? I mean, like, you can see that, can't you? Okay, so I've got a few images. Now we need to add a little more greenery in here. Because everything needs greenery, I think, anyway. That's sort of, if I had a mantra, that would definitely be one of them. At least with stamping flowers. Oh, goodness. You can't take away my silliness, can you? It's just always going to be there. I caught an edge. I hate when that happens. Dang it. I haven't had a gasping moment for a while, so that's pretty good. Okay, then of course we're going to do the solid, because that's super easy to do. We're just going to line that baby up perfectly. It really is easier to do it the second, as your second step. Just make sure you stamp off first, because that was what I was worried about. But you can just see right through. Gosh, that photopolymer is good stuff. Okay, oops, totally messed that one up. Oh well, it's handmade. You got to have it look that way, right? Okay, so now I have all of these beautiful thingies on here. And then what I'm going to do is I need to find a nice saying. I like happiest of birthdays to you. Don't you think? That's a good one. That's from the set Birthday Blooms. And I'm going to stamp this in, ooh, I have like one block left. I have kind of we'll just say a substantial block collection. And it's mainly because of all the classes I do. So I do happen to have a lot of blocks, but I run out, which is not good. I currently have 2 full sets of class projects on blocks, plus this stamp set. And this stamp set has 30 pieces to it. 30. That's madness. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp in Tip Top Taupe. And you want to know why I'm stamping in Tip Top Taupe? It's because it's part of the printed paper. Normally, this is absolutely not a color that I even like that much. I mean, it's a nice color, but it's just not my fave. Oh, I stamped it crooked. Can you guys believe that? Probably. You've been listening to me yammer on. Well, I'll show you a way to fix that, because that always bugs me. But let me show you what we're going to do next, which is kind of awesome. We are going to take the Tip Top Taupe marker, and we're going to color, or not color, we're going to draw in a frame. Now here's, because you probably were wondering where I was going with this, but let me bring you back in, people. Okay, so you want to hold on to your thing, your frame. So I have the cutting edge pointing up towards me, and I'm just going to hold this. And it helps, by the way, if you go one length at a time and stop. Okay, so you'll see what I mean here in a second. So there's one length. Then I'm going to go from the corner down, and I'm going to stop. And depending on what I'm stamping, I could stamp a little line in between these, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do the frame going around. Okay, and then I'm going to go this way. And what you want to avoid is stopping in the corners and lingering and letting your marker draw like a crazy like dot, you know, that gets bigger and grows and grows and grows like that. You don't want that to happen. Okay, So there it is. Now you see this little dot right here. This is kind of like a burr thing in my framelit. And I will tell you, since I got this framelit, I've been meaning to have my husband file that off, but I haven't done it yet. I think part of it is because I'm worried that if I do that, it'll affect the cutting. But if I explain, well, he gets what framelits do. So if I explain it to him, I think it'll be fine. But anyway, so there we go. Now let's fix that happiest of birthdays that is driving me crazy. So I'm going to take a scrap of white cardstock, which I have right here, and I'm going to stamp it again. And I think, I'm just trying to find my ink pad. Oh, is this giving you all anxiety that I have all these ink pads open sitting on my table right now? I hope not. I don't mean to cause you anxiety. I would never want to do that. In fact, I like to bring peace and happiness to your lives, not anxiety. I just got to find my punch. Oh, well, let's see. Will this punch do it? Ooh, that's a little tighter than I'd prefer. Hold on. I have not given up. Ooh, that's way tight. Too tight. We might have to die cut this, people. It doesn't look crooked to you. It kind of is. And it's not horrible. But it's not delightful either. And I like to make delightful cards. Let's see. Hold on. I'm cutting. Hold on. Okay, I just trimmed this, but I don't think I trimmed this any straighter. Details. Okay. Ooh. But I just thought of something I could add with one of these punches. Okay, so here is a fun idea. I like to do this when I want to jazz something up a little bit. Sherry, I was thinking stitched over myself, to be honest. Okay, so I punched, this is our decorative label punch. And then what I'm going to do is grab my scissors. And depending on how big this is, I'm going to just cut this in half. And I'm going to adhere the little bit right there. But I'm going to cut this off just so that it's not too big. Okay, so just that bit is going to stick out, okay? I know you can chalk it up to handmade, Catherine, but I also want it to be pretty and perfect. This is sometimes, so my anal, like crazy anal side only comes out every once in a while. Today is the day. I just want it to be pretty. Plus I stamped all those so perfectly, and then I stamped the words and they're not perfect. Like seriously, come on. That's not fair. Where is the justice in that? Okay, so I've stamped this. This had some stamping on the back. My scrap paper did. But I've adhered these to the back, and then I'm going to place it right over the top there, and I think it'll look a little better. Plus, it's an opportunity to pop it up, and you know I like that kind of opportunity. Now, the other thing that I could do if I wanted to really jazz this up a little further is I could place some die cut pieces over the top to give a little more dimension to these succulents in the corner. But I kind of like that it's just a real simple card that's not quite so detailed. Oh my gosh, and I stuck it on there crooked. What is wrong with me? There, that looks better. Okay, now we gotta layer it up just a touch. So I've got a card base of, this is, okay, I gotta close some of these ink pads. Even this makes me nervous. So this is a card base of Tip Top Taupe. And then we will put, totally needs something, so we will put a layer of Sweet Sugar Plum. Let me grab a piece. hopefully this is the right size. I think it is, but if it's not, we'll... Phew! Oh, so much better. Doesn't that look better with a little color? I'm early. No, I'm not early. It's 10 a.m. where I live. Chrissy, do you live in a place that does not celebrate daylight savings? That might be why I'm early. Okay, now I just thought of something. What if we took this largest one, cleaned it off a little, and then stamped this on the outside of the card like so. Oh. This will just make it a little fancier, because you know we like to be fancy at the Creativity Cave when the occasion strikes, permits, whatever. Okay, so there we go. There. I think that just adds a little something something, don't you? And then if I really wanted to, I could add some... Oh, I know. This is what every fabulous card needs. Wouldn't you agree? A little clear wink of Stella. Yeah, it does. Let's just put some on here. Clear wink of Stella makes everything better, in my humble personal opinion. And you know what else we could do? A little spritzing. Because, you know, sometimes when I don't spritz, I go into a little withdrawal of non-spritzing, and that is not good. I mean, it's dangerous to your health. Okay, so I put a little now. Ooh, so pretty. You don't always see that. Okay. Oh, the UK start time is usually 4. I'm sorry, Chrissy, you're not even in our country. Do you guys have a different schedule for daylight savings? I think you do it, from what I recall. Okay, now I'm going to do a little spritzing because I can. And I already have my marker out, so it's almost a sacrilege not to spritz at this point. But I will take my clean papers from over here and move them. Okay. So there is some spritzing. Fun! I love it. All right, so I hope you guys like this card. Now I have a couple more fun cards to show you. And by the way, I will, I'm going to post this to my blog. And when I do, I will show a link to I've done a couple videos, but I'll show a link for this frame technique, because I've done this so many times and it's really, really fun. And I've done it in just so many different ways. I have like tons of samples with this technique. So I'll post the link to that, at least to one of those videos. Like I've actually done a few. If you go way back in my YouTube list, you can find them. Okay. My next card is a really pretty one. I wanted to focus a little bit on doilies this week, the lace doilies. So if you haven't seen these, they are amazing. These little lace doilies are white on one side and ivory on the other, which is kind of fun. So you can use them, you know, either way. And they're so pretty. They are like laser cut. Can you kind of see? They are like perfect, which is very fun. I'm going to move this before I get it dirty. And so anyway, I have a fun card. I cut this. This is the long way that I cut this. You can cut it either way. I just happen to have a scrap handy in cut this version, or cut in this. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I seriously cannot talk today. I can stamp, so let's just go with what you can. Okay, so I'm going to use the Big on Birthdays stamp set. That's the one. We've discussed this one before because that's the At Least You're Still Pretty stamp. Now, I've gotten a ton of use out of this set, and if I think of it, I'll try and do an At Least You're Still Pretty card while we're here today, but I gotta move things along here. I could stamp all day with you guys, but I've got work to do. I gotta make sure I don't get behind again. Hey, Emily. In the mixed drink card from Saturday, there is a sweet sugar plum marker. Could you grab that for me? I have an assistant who can help me. It's so awesome. Okay. No, Paula, this is only our second card. You're good. Okay. We talked about April the giraffe. We discussed all kinds of, you know, important topics of the day before we started stamping. All right, so I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday here in, this is Basic Gray Archival ink. Oh. I stamped it really well. Can you tell? Thank you. The noise or the sound effects, they actually make it all work better. Okay, now this is such an easy card. So I stamped this in Basic Gray Archival ink, which I'm going to close that pad because it just fell and I just got ink on myself. Can you believe that, guys? Open pads equal inky fingers? Madness. All right, now all of the ink pads are finally closed. Okay, so I stamped this in Basic Gray, and now I'm going to color this in with, let's see, Pool Party, Sweet Sugar Plum, and what else do I have here? Oh, a little, whatever this color is. So Saffron. And I think that's it. Isn't it? I swear I used another color, but we'll go with this. Okay, so I'm just going to, oh, I know, Pear Pizzazz, hello. So I'm just going to color over these little dotty things with my So Saffron, just to add a little extra color. And then I've got Pool Party, which I am going to go over here. It's just like coloring when you were a kid. It's so awesome. I was supposed to do this flower too. Oops. Okay, and then a little Pear Pizzazz. Nope, that's Old Olive. Here's my Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so then I'll do my little thingies here. So this is super quick and easy to do. And I think you won't mind that the markers are quick. Now, if you don't have the markers, you can just use aqua painters or blender pens, whichever method you prefer for coloring. But that's so awesome. Oh my gosh, Alexandra, I didn't quite see all of that, but she posted like a bunch of emoticons. It was awesome. Okay. But here it is, or I think it's really soft but pretty colors. Okay, I'm going to layer it up on a piece of Basic Gray cardstock. And then you'll be able to see. Do you guys like it when I put the dimensions on my blog? Does that help? If so, give me a little lovin'. Wink of Stella. Well, obviously, Lynette. Oh my gosh. Of course, that goes without saying. All right, so now I have my doily, but as you can see, it's really teeny. So I am going to cut it in half, and that way I can get a little bit more showing on either side. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of position it like that. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of love. I really do like that. Thank you. So I'm going to put some adhesive down, and then I'll position these two pieces. Make sure both are the white face showing, because wouldn't that be silly of me if they weren't? Okay, and then we're going to pop this up over the top. And I am going to, let's see, I was going to say I have to have dimensionals on this mess of my work area for sure. Okay, now this is not it. I have a couple more things to show you with these lace doilies. I'm very excited, by the way, if you couldn't tell. All right, so there we go. Isn't that pretty? Now, of course, nothing is complete without some spritzing. So I'm gonna, well, I can go just right over the top with these, but I'm also gonna spritz with Wink of Stella, because that's just pretty. And then when you look at it up close, you can see all the shimmer. I hope you can see that. So pretty. Isn't that a quick, easy card? Oh my gosh. Like, that took no time. No time at all. So easy. Okay, so that is that's actually one of my favorite cards that I've made in a while. I mean, as far as quick and easy goes. Now, let me show you another option. So I'll show you this card first, and then, well, actually, here's another card. This is actually on my blog, and there will be a video as soon as I post it for this card. This uses the succulents, and then I also put just a portion of a doily underneath the window framelets. Ooh. So that'll be on my blog. Am I going to do our At Least You're Still Pretty on the Inside? No, I'm not, Susan. Okay, uh-oh, where did my other card go? Here we go. Imagine that it was under something. That's shocking. Okay, so here's another card I made yesterday, and this is with a little square of printed paper. This is from the Cupcakes and Carousels, and I popped it up, as you can kind of see there, and then it put a little thing over the top. So that's really cute, but we're going to make a similar yet different version of this, okay? So, and I will post all these pictures on my blog. Don't you guys worry. So I have a little 3x3 piece of, this is Playful Palette. That is like a big, Playful Palette. I know I reference Friends all the time. But I just have to remember that one time when Joey was in the movie with that guy, and it was right around the time that the wedding was happening between Monica and Chandler, and the actor was like this fancy actor who had I don't know, but he really enunciated his words, so he would kind of spit whenever he would talk. And so when they were doing a scene together, they'd be covered in each other's spit. Sorry, I know that's totally gross, but when I said Playful Palette, that's all I could think of. Okay, I digress. Imagine that. So I'm going to take, this is just a 3x3 inch piece of printed paper from the Playful Palette printed paper. I'm not spitting, I swear. And I'm going to take my doily. Now, in this case, this paper has an very vanilla background, so I will do the vanilla doily. And I'm going to just pop it up. And I have to be a little bit careful on this, only because, well, let's see. Only because the thing I'm sticking over it, as you might have been able to tell, is the glimmer paper. Oh my gosh, that's too much. Whoa. That looked better in my head. Does that ever happen to you? I don't drink coffee, Alexandra. I think I'm excited because I'm almost caught up on my work, so that makes me very excited. Okay, that is too much. We have to tone this down just a bit. I think I have the answer. We're going to get the other color that coordinates, which is Blushing Bride, and we're going to die cut a solid one. So hold on. I apologize that you have to wait for me to die cut this, but like I said, it was prettier in my head. And of course, hey Emily, yeah. Can you grab my solid butterfly framelit out of that butterfly? Thank you. Emily to the rescue again, imagine that. Okay, so I'm going to take some solid, no, a butterfly. This is a dragonfly.
Sorry.
She brought a dragonfly. It's okay. No judging at the Creativity Cave. It is a bug, so she was close. I mean, how much Diet Coke have I had? This is my first and only can, and it's probably at least half full. But that tastes good. You need another cup or at least a Mountain Dew. Oh my gosh, I think that would be dangerous. So I think if I have too much caffeine, it could be dangerous. But what is more dangerous is when my daughter has too much caffeine. She apparently had a monster on her little robotics trip last week, and apparently the results of that were not good. So we're waiting for my sweet Emily to find. We used the framelit in our all-day event last couple days ago. So as soon as she finds it in one of the boxes out there, she's gonna bring it in. Okay, awesome. All right, Sue, we're We're more than halfway done. We're getting there. I have one more card out of after this. Oh my gosh, Emily, can you bring me the stamps to that too?
Yeah.
I just remembered that my last card is stamped with that stamp set. No ink, just the stamp. The 3 stamps. Okay, so here we go. Now we have this. Then we're going to add this. That's much better. Okay. And then, thank you so much, my dear. You are so good. Awesome. Okay, so now what are we going to do to jazz this up a little teensy bit? It needs something, don't you think? Okay. Oh my gosh, a 1/4 cup of coffee makes you nutty? Wow. I just would not survive. All right, so I'm going to put some Fast Fuse down so that I can put my, whatever this is, linen thread. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not sorry, though. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are, too. I love to stamp. Does it ever show? It's so much fun. Okay. So then I'll put this over the top. This did not turn out quite as well as I'd hoped. Maybe we're going to try this side. Do you guys like this side better or this side better? Squares or dots? What do you think? I almost think dots. But I kind of like the squares because it brings the 2 colors in. I don't know. So hard to decide. Dots. Okay, Julie said dots. Oh, 2 votes for dots. 3 votes for dots. There it is. We're done. Thank you, guys. We can always count on you. All right, so I will pop this layer up. Oh, everybody's saying dots. Shoo! Oh, that makes me feel better. Now, there's probably someone at home going, I like the squares better. It's okay. Peer pressure, right? Now you got to conform to the... Okay. So we'll kind of pop that up. And then... Ooh! I know what we can do. Just to make it fun and fancy, we're going to do my... faux suede technique. So I'm taking my bone folder, going in all different directions over this die cut piece, and then when the layers start to separate, as they do, you can just pull this apart, and what's inside is called faux suede. Now, usually you can do it without, oh, don't rip, don't rip, don't rip. Usually you can do it in 2 complete pieces. Okay, ours is pretty close to that. And then, so we'll have kind of a bit of different textures going on here. I like this. Okay, so I'll put some Fast Fuse on here like so. And then I'll put my thingy over the top. That thingy, by the way, is the detail one that I've done in Sweet Sugar Plum Glimmer paper. By the way, I am so not a glimmer person, but this just kind of works. Okay, isn't that awesome? Now we need to add a greeting to this, and I'm not 100% sure how I want to do it. I might just add something right there because I think it would be fun. So, ooh, I have the perfect thing. I'm going to take one of these. This is Teeny Tiny Wishes, I think, is the name of that set. We'll do Thinking of You. I like Thinking of You because Thinking of You works for so many different situations, whether you're sick, or you're having a terrible week, or you miss somebody. You can think of people for lots of reasons. Thinking of You. Oh, and it's even straight on there. Shoo! Oh. Yay. I call that the stamp of faith. It worked perfect. So isn't that cute? I hope you guys like this. All right. So I think the fun thing... Hi, Sarah! The fun thing about this is it gives you a couple of different completely different cards, but with the same layout. And that's what I like to do when I case things actually quite a bit, but you probably don't know it because I just take one little aspect from somebody's card and then incorporate it into my own card. And so I think it's kind of fun to kind of change things up that way. Okay, so there's that one. We have one more card to do before I go, and it's another quick, easy one. This is something I wanted to do. I'll show you the preview. I wanted to use this stamp set. This is one of the celebration sets, and I haven't used it yet. And so I really wanted to come up with something fun to do. And I love this stamp set. I hadn't actually pulled it out in quite a while, so it was kind of fun to pull it out. And oh, I just thought of something else too. Gosh darn it. I hate when that happens because now I'm going to have to make one more card. It's already 11 o'clock. Okay. Calm down, Dina. Just stamp. Okay, so I'm going to use my watercolor wings. I love this set. It's so pretty. I'm going to use, this is Pink Pirouette with Calypso Coral and Watermelon Wonder. Boom. I'm kind of got a little more pink today than normal. I'm usually an aqua girl. Ooh, or we could do this in another color combination, should we? Let's do it. Okay. Kidding. Switching. We're doing it in aquas, darn it. Okay. So, it will be in Pool Party, which I know is out here because I've stuck my finger in it a couple of times. Pool Party, Bermuda Bay, and Night of Navy. There you go. Now I'm going to have to clean these stamps, though. That's the only bummer. Hold on. Because they were all inked up in the correct colors. So let's do a little cleaning quick. I hope you guys don't mind when I switch things up or am completely goofball-y about stuff. Okay. Yeah, see, do you see all that ink on there? Ooh. Okay, and one more. By the way, these are what, when I first became a demonstrator 18 long years ago, and I was a baby, these are what our stamp cleaners look like. They've come a long way now. But I still have, I have like 20 of these. I've never gotten rid of them. Some of them, this one's in pretty good shape. Some of them are cracked. It used to have a ledge all the way around here that has all come off. But some of them kind of come apart. Like, how gross is that? But they still work, so. Okay, back to the project at hand. So, I did this on shimmer paper. Can you see the shimmer on there? I mean, I put some Wink Stella on there, but this is shimmer paper. I'm not sure if the light is picking that up or not. So, let me see if I can find another piece. I had a piece handy, but I think I might have used it the other day. Oh, no, here it is. I think. This is either shimmer paper or it's thick white cardstock. I'll just use regular white. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now we have to spread out and open up the areas a little bit for this. So we have room to stamp. Do you like that? Whoosh. You know, like the cliched, like, throw everything off your desk and then make out with somebody. I've never done that, but I think it'd be fun. Pool party! Okay, then we're gonna do Bermuda Bay in the center. Okay, here's where you gotta get your butt out so you can stamp that perfectly. Not bad. Not perfect, but not bad. Hey, Emily, is the abdomen in there?
What?
The abdomen stamp for the butterfly? The body or whatever?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She's grabbing it. Okay, so this one is Night of Navy. Will the sentiment still show up? Absolutely. It should anyway. We'll see. I'm doing the sentiment in black. That's why I did Night of Navy on the edges so that it will still show up. I think we'll be good. Okay, but what we could do,
It's right here.
what we could do is switch it up to a little skinnier one. Thank you so much, my dear. We'll do this in Oh my gosh, I just inked a clearly not the right color ink. Oops. Don't worry. And by the way, if you ever do that, put like, so that was Watermelon Wonder that I just inked into my Bermuda Bay. If you ever do that, just re-ink your ink pad in that spot and you'll be fine. Okay, so there's our butterfly. Now I'm going to put the little thingy right there. And by thingy, that is the string that comes in the stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to set that right there and stamp it in black. Then I had congratulations on my other card, but you know what? We're going to go with something a little smaller like hello so that it will show up better because it's little smaller words. You could also do, you know, if I could have also toned this all down a layer of color, which would have been probably smart too. I'm just going to put this back on this block. So then I'm going to stamp hello. Whenever I say hello, I can't help but think of say it the way Adele sings it. Hello. See? Problem solved. Yay! Oh my gosh. So, of course, we have to add some more Wink of Stella because that's the name of the game. Wink of Stella makes awesome things everywhere. So I'll just put some accents of Wink of Stella on here. For instance, basically everywhere outside of the words, just so that the words are nice and vivid. You can put some on the abdomen and all of that. And then, I mean, this card is just, to me, screaming for some spritzing, don't you think? I mean, we kind of be crazy not to. I'll go a little lighter on the spritzes, though. There we go. That was pool party spritzing. And last but not least, we need some ribbon. Since I completely changed this up, let's see what can we do that coordinates. Ooh, I have some pool party ribbon that I believe is sitting out here someplace. But since we've made kind of a mess, let's see where we can find it. I love it. Stamps are just flying everywhere. Oh, darn it. Where is my pool party? I had it out because I was using it just last night. And I know I didn't put it away because that would have, Lord, things really are falling. That would have been crazy. Here it is. You guys will be shocked to know it was under something. Okay. We'll put on a little ribbon and then we will be good to go. We stamped a lot today. Oh my gosh. If you, I'll put them all out, but if you missed, go back because you'll see what we stamped. Oh goodness, those scissors are not good for this process. Lots and lots of stamping. And when is April going to be giving birth to that baby giraffe? Do you think like the odds makers are on this in Vegas, taking bets on the date? I love it when people are like, she's not even pregnant. Clearly something is happening to that poor giraffe. Okay, so there we go. Super cute. And then, okay. Yes, there was a time change in Iowa. It was this weekend, which is so unfair because I had my all-day event. And then they took an hour of my sleep away. That's just not fair. Okay, so we have these two cards in two color combinations. We have these two cards in two color combinations. We had this card. So pretty. And this card. Now, I have one more thing I'm going to just tell you. I'm not going to actually make a card of this, but I will challenge you to do this. Take one of your, uh-oh, I lost my package of doilies. I was going to say, take one of your doilies. Oop, I already have one. And sponge it, okay? You can see this one has been sponged. I'll show you. I want a light color, though. This. I suppose I could do mint macaron, even though that is sort of sacrilege to be sponging with mint macaron. Okay, are you ready for this? Are you prepared to handle this? Oh, isn't that cool? Oh my gosh. So anyway, you can do that on your cards and play with that. I'll just leave that there for you. Isn't that a cool technique? So anyway, now don't forget when you place an order, and I so appreciate your orders. They help me continue to bring these amazing videos to you every week. And if you use PGPFDSQ3, you will have an awesome treat headed your way. So I really appreciate your orders. Thank you so much, and have an awesome, 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 awesome day. Bye, guys.